Hi guys. So I'm very excited to speak about Unlock Your Design and the next module that we're doing. First of all, Unlock Your Design is a membership group where we use human design, gene keys, and the I Ching to look at your unique blueprint. So using the body graph, using the hologenic profile, and looking at the specific activations that makes up your blueprint in this lifetime, and how to align that, how to align your soul with your personality in this life. Basically, that is when we speak about living your design. It's really about doing that and about following your strategy and your authority, knowing where you're consistent in your makeup, knowing where you tend to be conditioned, knowing what the main challenges and shadows might be, and also seeing what your genius is and start to embody that. So all that is what we can do through the profiles. We know that the deconditioning process often takes up to 7 years, even at least for the densest parts as our physical body. So to have a support when we are walking into the experiment of starting to live our design, so which has to do with follow our strategy and authority, which is living according to the centers in the body graph that are defined, and becoming aware of the not self that can be there in the open centers. And the same thing about the kind of spirals that happens in the hologenic blueprint, in the hologenic profile, when we start to thread a downward spiral, so that we start to thread the shadows together and it goes kind of downhill. And then how to kind of become aware of that, contemplate that, pause in that state, and then see how we can dissolve that kind of frequency and start to come up through the gift frequency and the higher frequencies. So it's a membership group where we don't have to do this all alone, and it's done by modules. So we kind of take, instead of walking the golden path like we do in with the gene keys, that we start with the life's work, and then we do the evolution, and we do the radiance, and we do the purpose. What we do is that we listen to what's alive around us, and then we decide what are we going to work with for the next module. And we often only decide like a couple of weeks before, because we really listen into what's alive around us and in the world. So the module that we're going to start working with now is the attraction field, and I did a video about that not long ago, so I'm not going to really go through that, but it has to do with our power of manifestation, and knowing that the attraction field is not really something that you can turn off. It's always there, but it's always attracting things in resonance to your frequency. So that is why sometimes, like I was saying before, it feels like everything is a downward spiral, and sometimes it feels like everything is expansion and an upward spiral. And to become more aware of what makes up our attraction field, what's kind of the seed behind it in our life force, how this play out in our relationships, both in intimacy and in general. It's really kind of a mysterious module and sphere, because it's the moon, it's the sign moon. So a lot about that kind of the moon energy, and also I would say going in a little bit into kind of the shadow of the moon, the shadow of the feminine and the yin, is going to be part of the discernment in this module, because there's also like a solar signature of the feminine that we are going to be able to tap into together. So to not make it too long, it's just really this, it's a beautiful module, and it has to do with your inner feminine and masculine. It has to do with your magnetism, and it has to do with your own awareness of what frequency that you are manifesting from, knowing that you have all frequencies in you and you have access to all the frequencies. So this is something that we're going to start in just a couple of weeks, and you can reach out to me or Ashley or Melinda, and we'll give you more information about it. There's probably also going to be posts about it in Your Life by Design and in Living Matrix and on our personal profile walls. So yeah, super exciting. And it's also a super affordable memberships. It's right now I think it's like $33 per month. So it's not this thing, where it's not like a mentoring program where you are paying an enormous amounts of money. It's really a membership where we would like to see more people in, rather than having a few exclusive people. Actually, this program is really Unlock Your Design, and it's the design. It's a program that could match for everybody. Very inclusive, not exclusive in that sense that it's only for a certain kind of people or people that want to spend that kind of money. You can go really deep in it. This could be like your only contemplation for the module being, for example, when it comes to self-inquiry and self-development, because it can really become big. And this is what often happens in my life. You know, Even if I don't decide it, it's like often how growth comes. It's like it's gonna be around something, and often I don't know, but then I can really feel like my sphere of culture getting super activated. Something in the outer world with relationships, work, or something is going to be triggered, and then I'm just like I'm pushed to look at that. So this is a little bit like an inspiration when you don't know where to start in your hologenetic profile or in your body graph. You kind of get a smorgasbord of options for each module, and also throughout the year, since we take themes that have to do with these systems. So I hope that you got a little bit of clarity of what we're doing next, and don't hesitate, like I said, to contact us. Bye.